check this out. So I am going to be walking from the Aria Resort all the way to the Las Vegas sign along the Las Vegas Strip. So that's southbound past Mandalay Bay. This is a follow-up to my video where I walked from the Aria to the Stratosphere on the north end of the strip. So I'm doing the opposite walk right now, all the way to the south end of the strip. Stay with me, guys. I'll bring you along with me. Let's check it out. So we're coming up past the Aria Valet area and taxi area here. This is where you grab a taxi if you are trying to get a taxi from the hotel. You can see a view of the front of the Aria here, the lobby area, and the entrance to the property. The Aria is rated as one of the finest properties in the world, according to Forbes Travel Guide. It's a really nice property, 5 stars here in Vegas, and it's run by MGM Resorts International. I am staying at the Aria with my wife and my daughter. It's about midnight actually here in Las Vegas, which is 3 a.m. back home on the East Coast. I'm just walking by the Crystal Shops right now. As you can see right there, the Aria is attached to the Crystal Shops, a fine destination for shopping, high-end shopping that is. On the other side of us is the Waldorf Astoria. That's another high-end property run by Hilton Resorts, and it's a 5-star property on the strip. It doesn't have a casino though, unlike the Aria. And this here is their lobby area for the Waldorf. Usually pretty quiet. It's very exclusive, very low-key. I'm heading right out to Las Vegas Boulevard right now, popularly known as the Strip. Here's the drive-in entrance for the Waldorf Astoria. And just walking past a CVS right now, where you can grab your convenience store items. It's better to get it at CVS than to get it inside the hotels, where they'll charge you an arm and a leg, literally. The next hotel after Waldorf Astoria is the Park MGM Hotel, which we are bypassing right now. Fun fact about the Park MGM Hotel, also run by MGM Resorts International, is that they don't have any smoking allowed in that hotel, whether on the casino floor or anywhere else. It is one of the few hotels in Vegas that has 0 smoking. Alright, we're just passing Italy right now, which is a part of Park MGM, right at the front of the hotel at the Strip. They have Italy, Las Vegas. Here it is right here. And Italy is a popular shopping promenade with all Italian fare, all types of Italian eats. The lights here in Vegas always seem to take forever to change with these massive intersections. We're coming up to the New York Hotel and Casino. Just bypassing that on the right here. And just ahead on the left, you can see the MGM Grand Hotel and Casino, MGM's Pride and Joy, although it's a little bit run down in recent years in terms of quality. To my right, just on the bottom of the New York Hotel, is an outpost of Shake Shack, popular New York burger chain. And right here, we're walking by a replica of the Brooklyn Bridge in New York. Right here, we're coming up to a bridge which crosses the Las Vegas Strip, and it connects MGM Grand with the New York Hotel and Casino. You can see the Hershey's Chocolate World outpost here at the New York Hotel. And if you haven't, definitely go and check out my video on Hershey, Pennsylvania, where we visit Hershey Park, the home of Hershey chocolate. Right here, we're coming up to the Statue of Liberty replica, just like the one in New York City. Just past the New York Hotel and Casino, you will see the Excalibur as we continue down the strip. And the Excalibur is a medieval times themed hotel here in Las Vegas, run by MGM. I'm gonna take this escalator up onto the bridge, and then I'll meet you guys back up on the bridge so you can see a good view of the Excalibur. Now we're on top of the bridge, just past New York. You can see the Excalibur in the distance there. You can even see a glimpse of the Mandalay Bay Hotel, which is where we're heading to, the southernmost point of the strip near the Las Vegas sign. Welcome to Las Vegas. There is a tram that takes you all the way down to Mandalay Bay, but for the purposes of this video, I will be walking all the way. We are on Tropicana Avenue and Las Vegas Boulevard, and sadly the previous hotel that used to be on the other corner of the MGM Grand and the Excalibur, the Tropicana Hotel, was recently demolished. It actually was imploded to make way for a new Oakland Athletics baseball stadium, which will be based here in Las Vegas. It will be a state-of-the-art stadium. Pretty excited to see what that's going to look like. The images I've been seeing online recently are looking pretty impressive. Here we have someone doing a TikTok. Now we don't want to go up onto this escalator because there is nowhere for it to lead to because the Tropicana is now gone. It used to lead up to the bridge that connects the Tropicana and the Excalibur, but the Tropicana is no more. Here we're coming up to the entrance to the Excalibur and their valet area, and you can see the theming of the hotel is medieval times themed. Inside the hotel is the same. I'll show you some shots of the inside of the hotel right now. They do have shows here, popular shows like the Tournament of Kings, as you can see, and the Excalibur Buffet. We did have a pass to get into the Excalibur Buffet, but we chose to pass that up as we had tickets to better buffets like the Bellagio Buffet. So the Tournament of Kings show at the Excalibur, it's basically a medieval times show where you eat with your hands. They bring you food, Cornish hens, and rolls and stuff to mimic medieval times dining. And then they have an epic battle with knights and horses and that type of stuff. And this is what Las Vegas of old used to be. A lot of large hotels that are heavily themed compared to just newer hotels that are just, you know, straightforward. The Excalibur has been falling on hard times recently in terms of keeping up with, you know, being modern and the quality of service in this day and age, but I think it will stick around for a while longer. Next on our walk here will be the Luxor, which is a hotel I quite like because it is built as a pyramid. You can see the light shining all the way up into the sky. It's crazy. However, Luxor is also pretty run down inside, not in terms of the theme of the hotel, but in terms of the quality of the rooms, the elevators, the quality of their buffet, and so on. There are pretty epic shows that play here, like the Bodies show, Blue Man Group, the Titanic exhibition, and they do have a buffet as well, as I mentioned earlier. It's quite cheap to stay at the Luxor actually. You can see room rates as low as $30 a night, but then you have to add resort fees to that, which is usually about $38 additional. So the Luxor has two towers. There's the Pyramid Tower and the other Luxor Tower, which we're walking by right now. The Pyramid Tower is the older tower. Obviously, that's the pyramid itself, and the rooms that were originally built in there are obviously much older than the additional tower that was added years later and is a little bit more modern. But you can see as we're walking past the sculptures right now, the Luxor has a gigantic sphinx. I believe that's what it's called, a sphinx that is sitting right at the entrance. As I said earlier, these hotels are heavily themed, which was from the Vegas of old. Nowadays, they're not really going for these big themes anymore. Like most recent hotel in Vegas, the Fontainebleau, is not heavily themed. It is modern, but it doesn't have a heavy theme to it, apart from a ton of bow ties. But check out the Sphinx, that's crazy. You can see the framing for the monorail or the tram that runs from the Excalibur to the Mandalay Bay and also stops at the Luxor in between. It connects the three hotels together. Then we come up to the Golden Hotel here, Mandalay Bay Hotel and Casino, which has another tower in the distance to the right there. That tower used to be called the Delano Hotel, and before that was called The Hotel, like THE Hotel. But anyways, from what I'm reading in the news, it's supposed to be rebranded to the W Hotel fairly soon actually. They've already started to take down the signs for Delano. I have been to that hotel a couple times in the past. Went to their rooftop bar, which is pretty popular. The name of the bar at the rooftop is called Skyfall. A very epic lounge that gives you amazing view all the way northbound down the strip. On my left here is a Deuce bus. This is a bus service that runs up and down the strip. It's about $6 for a ticket, and it can get you up and down the strip quite quickly actually. Alright, so we've come to Mandalay Bay Road and Las Vegas Boulevard. Funny enough, all these roads have the same name as the hotels that are along them. And we're back on our way here across Mandalay Bay Road. And here's an entrance to Mandalay Bay right here. So this is actually my first time walking on the strip itself rather than through the hotels. Usually I would walk directly through the hotels. So in order to get to Mandalay Bay, I usually walk from Center Strip near Planet Hollywood and Bellagio through all the hotels. There is connections to get through to the southernmost point of the strip here at Mandalay Bay without even touching the road. Or you could take the tram. So there's a free tram from Bellagio to Park MGM. You get off, walk outside through the New York Hotel over to the Excalibur Hotel, and then take the Excalibur Hotel tram from Excalibur all the way here to Mandalay Bay. So there is a House of Blues here at the Mandalay Bay, which is an entertainment spot here in the States where bands perform and there's live music and so on. The goal of this video is to get from the Aria Las Vegas, where I'm walking from, southbound past Mandalay Bay, which I'm walking by right now, to the Welcome to Las Vegas sign, which is that popular Las Vegas sign that you see in movies and everyone is all excited about. It's nothing special, to be honest. There's a ton of those signs all over the strip. You can find some pretty nice ones inside Planet Hollywood, in the Miracle Miles shops, or even in the shops underneath the Luxor Hotel. This is also the direction to the Pinball Hall of Fame. If you're into pinball, then they do have a huge building down here called the Pinball Hall of Fame that you can come check out. We're still walking past Mandalay Bay. It's a big property. It's so big that there's an aquarium here called the Shark Reef Aquarium, which we visited. I'll show you a shot of that right now. We did bring our daughter there on this trip. Pretty cool experience. Mandalay Bay also has one of the best pools in Las Vegas and is also home to the Four Seasons Las Vegas. Four Seasons is coming up right here, as you can see. Four Seasons is a high-end hotel owned and operated by none other than Mr. Gates himself, first name Bill, headquartered in my home city right now, Toronto, Ontario. This here is the entrance to the Four Seasons, and just behind Mandalay Bay in that direction, you can see a glimpse of Allegiant Stadium, where the Las Vegas Raiders play. This big property to my right in front of me here is the Mandalay Bay Convention Center. Now, I'm not sure why Mandalay Bay needs a convention center this big, but you want it, they got it. It's a massive building, guys. Crazy. Over on the left, on the other side of Las Vegas Boulevard over here, is actually Las Vegas McCarran International Airport. Actually, I believe they changed the name from McCarran to Harry Reid International Airport in the last few years. So just like my previous video where I walked from the Aria Hotel to the Stratosphere on the northern part of the strip, where it got a bit sketchy, right now going towards the Las Vegas sign is starting to feel the same way. So you can see a sign here for Interstate 15. The I-15 is that east-west highway that runs through Nevada and into California. I believe it's the highway that takes you to Los Angeles. Speaking of Los Angeles, I've been reading that there is a Bright Line train which is to be built to connect LA and Las Vegas. I'm not sure how soon that will happen or how long it'll take, but it's good to know that they're talking about that right now, or thinking about doing it. Alright guys, so I can see the Welcome to Las Vegas sign in the distance there, which means our video is coming to an end soon. You can even see a sign here saying that the sign is coming up. We're currently at Las Vegas Boulevard and Russell Road, which is the intersection where the Pinball Hall of Fame is. One of the best things about the strip here in Las Vegas is that if you do decide to take your vacation here, you never need to rent a car like when you go to Miami or LA or some of these other popular cities, because everything to do is primarily on the strip, most things at least. You can, however, rent a vehicle for like a day or two if you want to drive to the Grand Canyon or to the Seven Magic Mountains or check out Hoover Dam. And even then, there are bus services that will take you to these places and pick you up right at your hotel where you're staying, which could most times be cheaper than the cost of renting a car these days. Just on my left here is the Harley Davidson outpost here in Las Vegas. So we're almost at the sign here. Las Vegas is a city located in the state of Nevada, one of the most popular cities in the world. Obviously, back in the day, it had ties with the mob. However, nowadays, it's not so much. It's known for a lot of gambling. It's actually nicknamed the City of Lights and sometimes called Sin City. It's one of the largest revenue-generating cities in the world. However, there are other places in the world similar to Las Vegas, like Macau, and believe it or not, Macau, I believe, makes more money than Las Vegas. Macau is a city in China with some of the same hotels as Las Vegas. So this here is the Las Vegas sign. From this side where we're walking out of the city, it says drive carefully, come back soon. But once we get on the other side, you'll see it's the welcome to Las Vegas sign. As you can see here, it is right adjacent to the airport, and there is parking here as well, right in the middle of the street. So you can stop, park safely, and grab your photos with the sign. This part of the airport right here seems to be a lot of private jets and stuff. Here it is. We got a few people here taking photos. This is probably the best time to come, to be honest. Last time I've been here a few years back, there was a line, a very long line, with people taking pictures and charging money for it. Here it is. This is what it looks like. The Welcome to Las Vegas sign. Nothing too special. You can see the strip hotels in the background, Mandalay Bay and so on. And that's the parking on the other side. That's it for our walk from the Aria Las Vegas all the way here, southbound on the strip past the Mandalay Bay to the Welcome to Las Vegas sign. Thank you guys for joining me on this one. If you want to see my walk along the Las Vegas strip all the way down to the stratosphere, I'm going to leave the link to that video in the description below. Thank you guys for watching as usual. We do appreciate you watching, and I will see you in our next video. Take care. Peace out.